Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so today we are unpacking a truly bizarre, absolutely hilarious, and ultimately really touching story about a family, a fast food delivery, and a wild animal found in the last place he would ever look. We're going to explore a narrative that kicks off with a totally ridiculous morning surprise, but quickly turns into a profound lesson on empathy, the heavy responsibilities of rescue, and the bittersweet reality of letting go of pets that aren't actually ours to keep.
Okay, let's dive into this. Picture this. You wake up, stumble into the kitchen, and your family has ordered breakfast. Awesome, right? You grab what looks like a giant bonus burger that accidentally came with the delivery. But when you open it up, no patty, no cheese. Instead, a tiny, living, breathing baby sea turtle is just sitting right there inside the bun. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. It's an incredibly startling hook to our story. A baby sea turtle, miles away from the ocean, somehow wrapped up in a breakfast order. But, once the initial shock wears off, the family is instantly faced with a very serious dilemma. What on earth do you do with a baby sea turtle?
Section 1. An unexpected arrival. Now, if you've ever been a kid or, raised a kid, you know exactly what happens the very second a stray or lost animal enters the picture. There's this immediate, almost instinctual reaction to just claim that animal as your own. Period. In our story, the son, Peter, experiences this right out of the gate. His well-meaning but definitely heavily possessive logic for wanting to keep this wild animal forever is honestly pretty endearing. He argues, he chose us, he fell into a burger at our house, and look, he needs a home. Peter is taking this random, chaotic accident and wrapping it in a cinematic emotional narrative. To him, this isn't an ecological mix-up, it's destiny. He even names the turtle Donnie, firmly locking an identity onto this tiny little creature. But while Peter's heart is absolutely in the right place, his logic fundamentally ignores what this animal actually is. Fortunately, the parents step in with a much-needed reality check. They introduce the absolutely crucial concept of a temporary rescue. They patiently explain to Peter that baby sea turtles hatch from eggs on sandy beaches, and their ultimate destination definitely isn't a suburban living room. It's the vast ocean. They literally cannot keep a wild sea turtle forever. By establishing the idea of a temporary rescue, the parents brilliantly shift the family's entire goal. They validate the kid's desire to help, but they reframe it entirely around the animal's true needs, rather than what the children want.
Section 2. The illusion of ownership.
Let's move to the next phase and see how this builds. To pull off this temporary rescue, the family heads straight to the pet store. And it's right there, standing in the aisles, that we see the striking difference between wanting a fun, entertaining pet and practicing true empathy for a wild creature. The kids have this whimsical, totally humanized view of Donnie. They want to buy him sunglasses because, obviously, cool turtles wear shades. They suggest a tiny jacket and even a cool boy hat. They're essentially treating Donnie like a doll. But true empathy, that demands something else entirely. It demands sand, shallow water, proper warmth. Empathy requires looking past what is cute and fun for us and zeroing in strictly on the actual environmental and biological needs of the animal. So the family skips the toy aisle and sticks to the absolute basics, following 3 essential steps. Step 1, provide the right, simple space. Step 2, add the sand and shallow water. And step 3, ensure proper warmth. The parents reject all those silly accessories and purchase exactly what Donnie actually requires to survive this little detour in his life. And this is a great takeaway for us. Empathy isn't just a warm, fuzzy feeling. It requires tangible, educated action. It's all about preparation and providing exactly what is necessary, even if it's not glamorous. This actually brings up a hilarious and surprisingly deep realization while they're at the store. When someone asks how they know Donnie is a boy, the kids freeze. They realize they have absolutely zero idea, because as it turns out, when sea turtles are babies, it is virtually impossible to tell if they are male or female. So the family comes to a really simple conclusion. Donnie is just Donnie. It's this beautiful moment of just embracing the unknown. They have to drop all their human labels and just accept the wild animal exactly as it is. No cool boy hats, no assigned identities, just a tiny turtle in need of help.
Section 3. The fierce protector.
All right, let's fast forward a bit. We skip ahead to the next day. Peter goes off to school, leaving Donnie safe in his brand new temporary habitat with super strict instructions not to go anywhere. But when Peter gets home that afternoon, disaster has struck. The habitat is totally empty. Donnie is gone, and sitting ominously right nearby is a very suspicious-looking bird feather. Just moments later, the culprit, a huge, greedy seagull, is spotted outside.
Instantly, Peter grabs his skateboard and the chase is on, literally flying down the street on his board, chasing the squawking bird that snatched his beloved turtle. It's a high-stakes moment of pure unfiltered dedication, and thankfully it ends with a triumphant resolution. Peter successfully scares the bird into dropping Donnie and catches him safely.
Now, what's really interesting about this chase is the contrast in dialogue. The seagull is flying away, repeatedly squawking, "Mine, mine, mine." It's this display of pure, greedy, possessive animal instinct. It just wants to take. But Peter is yelling back, "That's my turtle! He's mine!" On the surface, yeah, they are using the exact same word. But Peter's use of mine is entirely different. His sense of ownership in this moment isn't greedy at all. It's fiercely protective. It's rooted in responsibility and this desperate, immediate need to save a life. It just shows how deeply bonded Peter has become to his role as Donnie's guardian.
Section 4, the art of letting go.
So, Peter has just risked everything to save Donnie. He's proven his love, no question. But immediately after this dramatic rescue, the family realizes a tough truth. They can't risk Donnie's safety any longer. The temporary rescue is officially over. It is time to pack up the car and drive Donnie to his true home. As they head toward the ocean, Peter is, understandably, completely heartbroken. I mean, he just saved Donnie, and now he has to give him up. But the profound lesson here, the core of our story, is that true empathy, true love for a rescued animal, ultimately means selflessly letting them go. That's what love does. It helps, even when saying goodbye is incredibly hard. Loving a wild creature doesn't mean trapping it in a bedroom terrarium. It means giving it the strength and the safety to return to where it truly belongs, no matter how much it hurts us to say goodbye.
And the reality of that release is just wonderfully bittersweet. They return Donnie right to the ocean sands, and in this beautiful, almost serendipitous moment, they actually see Donnie's sea turtle family waiting out in the water, coming for him. Donnie made it. He survived the crazy fast food delivery, the terrifying seagull attack, and he is finally home. Now, of course, Peter is in tears watching all this happen, but in classic tough kid fashion, when someone asks if he's crying, he hilariously blames it on the very windy beach. It's such a sweet, totally relatable defense mechanism that just highlights exactly how much this temporary pet meant to him.
So I'm going to leave you with one final engaging question to test your listening skills today. We've spent this time talking about the profound, selfless lesson of empathy and letting go, and we contrasted that with the fundamentally selfish nature of the villain in our story. So tell me, what does the seagull say? If you know the exact word that greedy bird kept squawking during the skateboard chase, drop it in the comments below. Let's see if you can get it right. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and we will definitely see you next time.